Maybe it's just a thing that happens when you start talking like this, right? Hi, I'm Taylor-Alexis and welcome to my channel. I create wedding videos and documentaries, but more importantly for this channel, I create videos about the life lessons that I've learned in my early 30s. If that is your jam, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can become friends, family members, your cousin, whatever, and I'll see you here weekly for more content. Before we get started on what I wanted to talk about today, I intentionally wore this shirt because I just felt like it goes with the vibe of the topic. But the shirt, as you can see, it says, "Nah, bigger by God," right? And this shirt was made by C. Ortez with Embroidery Jawn, located in Philadelphia. I'll put the link in the description or somewhere on the screen. But I love this t-shirt because it's just so simple. It's to the point. It's like, oh, you thought you were thinking big? Go bigger. Go harder. No one cares. That's the vibe that I get from this shirt, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. There's this term going around, everybody's nicknaming it or coining it, Delulu, and I love it because I think we all should live in a little bit of Delulu. You know, I saw this saying that said, "May all your Delulu become Trululu," and I'm like, yes, yes. When I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher, so I feel like the teacher in me somewhere deep down inside is always like, okay, but start with the definition, right? So being delusional, obviously, it's a false belief or idea that is really not based in reality, that you usually have a strong conviction for, right? Even if you're presented with facts that say, this is not true, right? So that's where we're starting there. But, you know, I think it's cooler to call it Delulu. You know, it kind of goes with the whole woo-woo girl, and if you know, you know. But I think dreaming big helps you find your purpose, right? Sometimes you can sit there and you can think, oh, what am I doing with my life? What do I want to do next? What is this all for? Why are we working this hard? Isn't the planet burning up? Like, you could just go down such a rabbit hole of questions when you're trying to find your purpose. Dreaming big or dreaming delusionally helps you to take those limits off, right? So you're not thinking like, oh yeah, maybe I just want to make 5,000 this month, or maybe I just want to hit this goal of, you know, I don't know, being able to lift 130 pounds with one hand. I don't know, I'm just throwing numbers out there. You're not living with the what ifs. I think that's like one of the things I fear the most. And I think that's probably why I'll take charge and do things, because I'm like, I don't want to sit back and be like, girl, what if I didn't do this? Or what if I didn't do that? Like, nobody wants to hear that. That just feels like failure. No. But I find that people that tend to have these like extravagant dreams, right, are more likely to succeed. And it's like, why wouldn't you want that for yourself? Why would you want to limit yourself, right? Especially if you see it. Like, if you see someone that maybe looks like you or has a similar interest and they're doing it, then you can do it too. It's that simple. I think another thing too, that especially like in your 30s, we start to feel like it's too late, that you can't get things done. And while your back might hurt you, or maybe you're yawning at 9 p.m., it's never too late. Oh my God, look at all these success stories. I think, you know, all right, thanks, New York City. You should never stop learning and you should never stop dreaming. So with that being said, it's never too late to start, but you have to have these three things, right? Number one, you have to have vision. It doesn't have to make complete sense to anyone but you, but you have to have that vision. You have to see what you want in your future. You have to see what you want your life to look like, what you want it to feel like, you know, what is your day like, that kind of stuff. You have to see it. I'm not the type to big up most celebrities because I'm like, they're humans too. But I always think about Kanye when I think about dreaming and delusion, because Kanye came into the game pretty much like, I'm a star. Like, I'm an artist, I'm a genius, I'm the best, or whatever. Now, that might not be your approach, but it's something to think about because, I mean, it worked, right? You might sound like you're delusional to other people, but hey, that's how much you believe in yourself. The second thing that you need, once you have this vision, right, you need a plan, because winging it is only gonna go but so far. You need a strategy. I'm not saying you have to do everything by the book. I think risk takers are great. I think I'm a risk taker, but I think as you get older and life will be lifing, you have to take these calculated risks. You have to do like a risk assessment, but in doing that, you're doing part of the planning. I am at point A, right? And I want to get to point Z. I need to figure out the rest of the alphabet, like what that is. Just keep in mind with the plan, don't be so rigid with it, because life, okay, Life will be a bunch of ebbs and flows. So you just have to remember to pivot. That's my thing. I call myself a pivot queen, okay? I'm like, oh, this isn't working? Next. We're going this way. We're going that way. And for my Beyonce people, it's like, like that's how I pivot. But the third thing I would say that you would definitely need is discipline. And I think discipline is a lot stronger than motivation, because some days you're not gonna be motivated to do a damn thing. You're gonna be like, oh my God. But if you have your reason and you know your reason, your why of doing things, then the discipline is gonna follow, right? So take, for instance, self-love. Everybody's talking about self-love and it's this and it's skincare and it's that. No, while it could be that in some cases, most of the times it's like how you treat yourself. You know, what do you put into your body? How do you move your body? What do you listen to? What are you ingesting? Who are you around? That is all part of self-love. Wow, this is feeling. But when you have that, the discipline follows as well, right? So then you're like, okay, like say for instance, I'm gonna be on vacation soon. So I'm like, well, we know that we're gonna be in a couple of bathing suits back to back. So let's work out. Let's make sure that we feel fit. So we get whatever it is, or the beach gets whatever body that I decide to show up with. But it's like, you're having that small goal. It's like, okay, I know that I want to get this done, so I'm going to be disciplined to get it done. Simple. And it could be even simpler with like just moving your body, like saying, okay, I know I worked all day, but let me go for a 30-minute walk outside because it's going to be better for my health. Mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. So those are the three things you need: vision, plan, discipline. And when you stick to that, your dreaming in Delulu skyrocket. Sometimes you might have to fake it until you make it. Now, I'm not saying that you should be so disassociated from your own reality that you have no idea what's going on, because we don't want to be like in real life Delulu. I think Delulu is cute, right? It's a coin term, it's cute, we'll keep it there. But you don't want to be like delusional in life. Be Delulu, but not delusional. You get me? Okay. But there is a level of faking it till you make it, just so that you're there. Like, I would love to tell you guys my goals, but that's my next point. But I'm already operating as if I'm there, because guess what? It's only a matter of time when it catches up. You know what I mean? The other part is, while you're being Delulu, please don't get yourself into too much trouble. Don't be out here like being arrogant and letting your ego take millions of trips, because I promise you it's not gonna work. There's still some level of humility that you have to have in order to pursue those wild dreams. I will say a lesson that I learned is that keeping your dreams to yourself or close to your heart is the way to go. You might have family members, friends, associates, whatever, acquaintances, or just maybe even your neighbor. You might share your dream with them, and you might think that they have your best interest at heart, and some of them do. But I think sometimes when you tell people your dreams instead of actually going after them and making them a reality, you're influenced by outside noise. And like I said, those people might have your best interest at heart. Most of the times they do, but maybe there's like a little bit of fear. But that fear can also rub off into you, and then you start experiencing all this self-doubt, like, well, damn, oh my God, am I not this creative? Can I not do this? And you don't need that. While you're dreaming delusionally, you don't need anybody to burst that bubble, okay? Unless you're being delusional. But yeah, like every time that I shared my dreams, I started doubting myself. I started second guessing, like, am I really cut out for this filmmaking world? And I'm like, excuse you, I am. This is me talking to me. But also, you open yourself up to criticism. Much like anything that you put online, you're gonna be criticized for. And it's public, it's shared. Even if your page is private, it is something that your followers or whomever is watching will see. So technically, it's never private. You're opening yourself up to that criticism, and you have to be so solid in your dreams, so solid in yourself. Your belief has to be like I said, Kanye level, so that you can make it or go after it, right? I said earlier, I don't want to live with what ifs. That's not cute. That doesn't go, okay? Okay. More importantly, if you do share your dreams with someone, make sure that someone, like, obviously that you trust their opinion, and you know, you trust that they have sensitivity to give you that criticism. But you have to be able to defend your position. Otherwise, you won't be able to articulate your belief, and there comes all that doubt. I say all of this to say, dream in Delulu. Do it. Live it. Go harder. I think I'll share this last bit. I think I read somewhere that there's like this 10x lifestyle where you'll set a goal, but then you should multiply it by 10. So let's say I'm like, you know what? I want to make $10,000 a month. Like, let's up it to 100, right? Am I doing math right? Yes, I am. Okay. It's the math team champ right here. We just don't get to flex it that much. Journal if you have to, whether you want to do it by actually writing it down or typing it on one of these journal apps. I use Day One, love it. This is not an ad, I'm just saying I love it. I went ahead and paid for the premium one because I like ease and I don't like to complicate my life. I already got enough going on, but it's synced so that I can access it on my phone, on my computer, and I think also on the web if I need to, but it's very rare that I use the web. I'm like, my phone is right there or my laptop is nearby. But I like to keep my dreams in there. I have like a gratitude log. I wake up and kind of say, what am I thankful for today? And every day changes, or some days it might be the same, but just keeping some of that to yourself while you execute the dreams. You'll need that vision, a plan, and discipline. Keep it to yourself, fake it till you make it a little bit. Do not be delusional, but be Delulu. You get me? Okay. And you keep your dreams close to you until you kill it, you know? I will make a video about a life of privacy because that's just where it's at these days. It's just beautiful. May all your Delulu come Trululu. If this was your jam, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll be back on Tuesdays. I think I'm gonna do Tuesdays. I think a Taylor Tuesday sounds great. So catch you back here for more. And you can follow me on Instagram. I am Taylor-Alexis, Tayloralxs, because somebody else has my name. And that's also on TikTok too. So bye till next time. What was that? Period.